There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
It is time to revisit Dark Magician. Why? Epic Yami-Yugi is here with 2 new support cards for Dark Magician. We have Magician of Dark Illusion and Magician's Robe. Now, real quickly, I want to say I do not think that they go well together. I believe the best way to play Magician of Dark Illusion is without Dark Magician, and that will be the next video I upload. But for this video, we will be focusing on Magician's Robe. Here is the deck with Magician's Robe and why. Magician's Robe, 2000 defense, 700 attack. During your opponent's turn, you could discard a spell or trap to summon a Dark Magician from your deck. This is a quick effect, so you could use it in the draw phase. During your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell or trap while this card's in the graveyard, you could special summon it. So let's talk about a sample play with Magician's Robe turn 1. We open up with Champion's Vigilance, a Magician's Robe, and any other spell or trap. We normal summon Magician's Robe, we set Champion's Vigilance, we end our turn. Then in their draw phase, we activate Magician's Robe by discarding a spell or trap to special summon a Dark Magician, which now makes our Champion's Vigilance live. Let's say we're playing against heroes. A hero monster is summoned, swings over a robe, they activate Mass Change, we negate with Champion's Vigilance, and then after Champion's Vigilance resolves, we re-special summon Magician's Robe from the graveyard onto the field. So that is an example play of what you could do with Magician's Robe. Now, because Magician's Robe summons Dark Magician from the deck, you're going to want to max out how many Dark Magicians you play. And if you're maxing out how many Dark Magicians you play, you're going to need to do something with those Dark Magicians if you draw them. It's for this exact reason why I'm not playing Magician of Dark Illusion, because it does nothing with Dark Magician in your hand, nor in your deck. So what can you do if you draw your Dark Magician? Well, you could play a card like Ancient Rules, so you could special summon it from your hand, or even better, you play Cosmo Brain, which is pretty much a better Ancient Rules. Cosmo Brain, you could discard your Dark Magician or tribute it while it's face up on the field to special summon Cosmo Brain, and then he's 2900 attack. You could then tribute himself or another monster you control to special summon a Dark Magician from your hand or your deck. The last monster we are playing is Magician's Rod. Magician's Rod on summon will search for our 1000 Knives, which destroys a monster on the field if we have Dark Magician. He also searches for Dark Magic Attack, which destroys all back row cards your opponent controls if you control a Dark Magician. He will also search for Dark Magic Curtain. Pay half your life, special summon a Dark Magician, but sadly you cannot use it the turn you search it. We are playing Canadia, an enemy controller, for more spell and traps to discard for Magician's Robe or trigger its effect in the graveyard. Our skill of choice is Master of Magicians. Can be used after your life points decrease by 2000. So through the effect of Dark Magic Curtain, when you lose 2000 life, you could immediately activate your Master of Magicians, and it will randomly give you a 1000 Knives, Dark Magic Attack, or Dark Magic Expanded. Dark Magic Expanded, pretty much all it does is give your monster 1000 attack during the damage step. I hope you enjoy my take on Magician's Robe. I'm also very excited to show you my Magician of Dark Illusion deck after this, so keep an eye out for that video. Now, if I wanted to, I could have forced him into the deck, but I truly believe it does make the deck worse, and I want to be showing you the best versions of how to play every new card. With that said, is this deck top tier competitive? I do not think we have enough Dark Magician support to call this a top tier deck, but it is a very fun deck. I hope you enjoy the footage. You fools!
Duel!
So with this hand, I decide I'm going to summon my robe, set Vigilance, and keep enemy controller in my hand. You want to turn your toggle to on. If you do not have your toggle on, you will not be able to use its effect in your opponent's draw phase.
Here comes the greatest magician of all!
There we go. Draw phase, discard enemy controller, summon Dark Magician. Top deck a Rod, and of course, we are searching for Dark Magic Attack. Destroy all the back row cards. Canadia here is not effective at all because Dark Magician was summoned on his turn. He can't flip our Dark Magician face down without us flipping it right back up. Forced to flip down the Rod. We tribute off the Dark Magician for a Cosmo Brain, then Cosmo Brain tribute off the Robe to summon another Dark Magician. This is exactly why Cosmo Brain is so much better than Ancient Rules. And it's a hero deck. But we have a Champion's Vigilance face down. Summons a Decider, and I do not think so. Denied. We are definitely going to negate that because level 6 or higher monsters cannot attack into Decider. All right, so this is very important. Only with live gameplay would you be able to see this. Through flipping my monster face up and tributing my monster, if you feel delays from your opponent, you know that it's not a Wall D and it's not a Drowning Mirror Force, and that is your free pass to go balls deep. Canadia. Flipping down our monster, summoning Canadia from the grave, and that is still lethal. A great display of Magician's Robe being used on the opponent's turn.
Duel!
All right, time to take on my boy, Jaden. Open up with Robe, keep a card in the hand for discarding. Elemental Hero Gold, search for Skyscraper. He will gain 1,000 attack when attacking into a bigger monster. Flips up Woodsman, swings in a Robe, special summon Dark Magician from the deck. Take out the Robe. We don't use our face down card. We could have, though. If we were to use our face down card, we could have summoned Robe back in the end phase, but that would be just to summon him. Rod, search for Dark Magic attack. Blow up the field. Treacherous. That is not looking good for us at all. Miracle Draw. That gives him Pot of Greed. He also searches for Polymerization with his Woodsman. Now, very unfortunately here, he does disconnect. And I want to show you what would happen if he were to not disconnect. He's activating Polymerization. We have a face down Canadia. Canadia is face down. So whatever he summons, we're going to Canadia it, flip it face down, special summon Robe from the graveyard because its effect to be triggered. Then we could discard the enemy controller from our hand to summon a Dark Magician from the deck to take out whatever that polymerized monster is. Unfortunately, he scooped out. You won't ruin my YouTube clip, goddammit. You're still on YouTube.
Duel!
All right, triple back row set and a Celestial. I'm going to go for the Vigilance play with my Robe. This may seem very risky, but I feel it is definitely worth the risk. Magician's Robe in the draw phase. Special summon a Dark Magician from the deck by discarding Canadia. Takes out our Robe. Flips up Mass Change. Denied. Negate that. And then after it resolves, we are going to special summon our Robe from the graveyard. When we activate a spell trap on our opponent's turn, that summons Magician's Robe. Very nice. And then we have Rod to search the Dark Magic attack. You fool! And both of his back row cards were Wall of D. You ain't giving me the D today, boy. We choose to not swing into the Celestial because it would have been a suicide, and Celestial, what he does in the grave is a Pot of Greed. So we definitely wanted to deny that, and it looks like he's just making a last resort play here. He's scooping. Very nice. Rod off the top of the deck. If he were to have a monster, we would have had 1,000 knives to destroy it. Got him. As you can see in a duel like that, we just don't have room for the Dark Illusion Magician. I'm not saying it's a bad card, but with Magician's Robe, it's too much to make both work at the same time.
Duel!
All right, you say time. We're going to Rod, search for Magician's Curtain. Curtain's going to summon a Dark Magician next turn. At the cost of half of our life, we have 1,000 Knives and Dark Magic Attack. Blow up the back row, blow up the monster. Dark Magic Attack. He did not Canadia early, so we do not get to use our 1,000 Knives now. Master of Magicians randomly add a Dark Magic Quick Play. Swing into a Hane, puts the Dark Magician back to our hand. Well, we are playing Cosmo Brain, so we could send it to the grave, special summon it into a Canadia, though. So badly, I want 1,000 Knives, the damn face-down monsters. It is a Man-Eater Bug, takes out the Cosmo Brain, summons the Tricky, Canadia flip it down, Canadia from the grave on the field now. We need a way to summon Dark Magician, and there it is. Magician's Robe to the rescue. Now, during his turn, we will be able to summon it. Swings in, discard 1,000 Knives, Dark Magician on the field. Dark Magic expanded in the damage set, putting our Magician's Rod up to 2,600 attack. Takes out the Tricky. Tribute off the Dark Magician for Cosmo Brain. Cosmo Brain effect, summon the final Dark Magician from the deck. And it's another Hane. God damn. I really don't know what this guy's win condition is, but all right. Fool! It's Honey Decade. Trick up the sleeve versus Master of Magicians. We have a mirror match on our hands. Cosmo Brain turn 1 into a Floodgate Trap Hole. That sucks. We did have a Champion's Vigilance. He does summon a Magician of Dark Illusion on our turn. We summon Rod, search for Curtain to summon Dark Magician next turn. He Dark Magic attacks off our Champion's Vigilance. Ancient Rules summons a Dark Magician from the hand, takes out our Cosmo Brain, takes out our Rod. We got this though. Top deck an Econ, Dark Magic Curtain, summon Dark Magician, Master of Magicians, add a random. There we go. Dark Magic expanded, gain up to 1,000 attack if he were to swing in. 1,000 knives. Now we chain Dark Magic expanded. Dark Magic expanded has this hidden third effect where if there is 3 Dark Magicians combined at least on both sides of the field and or both graveyards, then your monsters are completely unaffected by your opponent's card effects. Fool! Protected by the 1,000 knives. Quick note, I was testing out Jester. In my final build, I did decide against it though. Top deck the Robe. Econ take for lethal. Thank you. And come on guys, if his Magician of Dark Illusion was a Cosmo Brain, he would have had a much better chance of defeating us. And that is it for the video. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed it. Next up, I will have a Magician of Dark Illusion deck. As I said earlier, it does not work out well with Magician's Robe, and I don't even think you should be playing Dark Magician in your main deck with it. Thank you all, appreciate you. Decade Brigade, out!